What spiritual path, what spiritual practice would benefit you most at this moment in time? We're going to answer that with this pick a card reading, but I want you to pick the card only after I turn them around, because we are working with your active intuition. So when I turn these cards around, I want you to pick the card that speaks to you, the card that jumps out at you, not the one with the prettiest picture or the one that makes sense, just the one that intuitively draws you to it. Thank you those who are watching. I'm Natasha, the Cosmic Empress, here to remind you who you are as a powerful soul creator living this human experience. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, once I turn them around, you pick a card and let's go. Okay, I hope you picked one already. So let us go deeper into each meaning. If you picked angels, this means that at this point in time in your life, it's very important for you to connect with your higher guidance in form of angels and archangels. Angels are very high vibrational beings, very pure high vibrational beings that have never incarnated before. They are souls that were created purely to serve. And these are souls who don't have the desire and who never were actually living a lifetime in a body anywhere. So these are very powerful beings who don't have an ego, who have the purest of intentions. And we have guardian angels, angels, archangels of different levels. And so I feel it's important for you to really dive into this subject and talk to your angels every day. If you have specific angels, for example, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, these are very well known, but you can tune into angels as a whole if you don't know specific ones, or start researching and see which angelic being speaks to you most. And one more thing, when you do any spiritual practice, establish a light grid of angels around you as a safe space. I do this most of the time when I am doing my work. I ask for Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Uriel to establish a grid of light around me to come into my presence and give me a safe space to do my spiritual work. So that is as an idea for you, what you may want to do. Now I chose a few more cards to kind of clarify and get a little deeper into it. So the next one is this. This is the energy of your spiritual path that would benefit you. It's rescuer, okay? And so this also shows you the attributes of the light and the shadow side. The shadow side is something that you can slip into when you're working with this energy that are not so good, but that can show you parts of you that need to be healed. So the shadow attributes of the rescuer, which is very closely aligned with the angelic energy, it says assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So this is like not abusing the power you have and wanting anything in return, okay? And the light attributes are providing strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And that's exactly what angels do. Angels have no ego. They want nothing in return. They don't have any interests. They only want to serve and help. And this is the type of energy you need in your life from the angels, and this is the type of energy that would be beneficial for you to actually bring forth to others. So if you chose this card, you may feel called to be in a role of rescuing, of providing strength, of supporting others with unconditional love without expecting anything in return. So that is that archetype of the rescuer that would be very beneficial for you. And I chose 2 tarot cards to go with it, the Star card and Temperance. And I chose Temperance because it's a very gentle card. So I feel that if you chose this in this time in your life, you need to be kind and gentle to yourself. It's like a time where you should not go too much into any of the extremes. Just make sure you're balanced and gentle and loving and kind to yourself and to others. Maybe you need this energy because you've had troubles, things have been harsh, things have been too extreme. You've been amongst people who were not gentle. So that's what I feel with the angels, that this very gentle, beautiful, balancing, temperate energy, not hot, not cold, temperate is important. And the star, because for me, this is high vibrational energy. So connecting to the angels is actually connecting to some of the highest vibrations that exist in beings. Angels are so high vibrational. If you imagine of that scale that we know of vibration from 0 to 1,000, okay, 500 being love, 1,000 being the highest that we can reach as a human being, archangels have 50,000 as a number for vibration. Their number is 50,000 when the highest we can reach is 1,000 in vibrational quality. Just to put a number on it, okay? So the star card is very high vibrational, so that's what you need at the moment. You need to connect to this really high, pure energy of extremely high vibrations, pure light, pure love, and just an uncompromised, unegoic assistance that you need from the angels right now. So I hope that makes sense to you. So that's what you need at the moment. Okay, so let's continue with the next one. If you're called to this card, medicine man or woman, it's very different. Medicine man or woman, this is the energy of the shaman. This is the earth energy. This is the energy of going deeper, getting real. This is the energy that uses the elements, the animals, nature. So a medicine man or woman, this energy also connects to our trauma, to our shadow more. So if you're getting this card, I think you need to get real. You need to get real. You need to see those shadow sides of you. You need to be able to see them and purge them and bring them out. The medicine man or woman is a soul retriever, is able to retrieve parts of your soul that are missing, is able to look at the shadow side and bring it back to the light. So it's a very different approach than the angelic one, but this is what you need at the moment. So let us look into this card. So it's the energy of the shapeshifter. Oh, so we're looking at some really beautiful magic here. So the light attributes of the shapeshifter is skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, the ability to see the potential in everything, because the medicine man or woman has the ability to journey into the underworld, into the lower planes and into the higher planes. So the different levels of consciousness, all the parts of you, the shadow and the light, is what the medicine man or woman is able to see and work with. So with this card, I think you are really called to dive deeper into different levels of energy. You're being called to dive deeper into earth knowledge, into energy knowledge. So with this, I also got the message that for you to search for a good teacher or someone that can help you get more information. So with this one, I feel you're being called to not only practice but study a little bit of any of this that calls you. The shadow attribute here is also very important. The shadow attribute is what you have to look at to heal, projecting any image that serves your personal agenda at the moment. So the shapeshifter is, on the other hand, can be a manipulator, can manipulate very well, can use all the different parts, the shadow side of him to manipulate. So that's very interesting. So just be aware of the shadow side, and that you bring that to light and perhaps heal that part of you. So let's continue here. The two cards that I chose were Death and Judgment. So this is a little heavier. This is a little more grounded to the three-dimensional than the angel energy. Okay, so just looking if this is still on camera. Okay, so I'm choosing the Death card because medicine man or woman can work with life and death, is very good at helping with the transitions of life and death, can move into the shadow in order to bring back the parts of you that are missing, and death is the shadow side. So perhaps thinking about life and death, thinking about life transitions, really facing perhaps your fear of death, your fear of a transition, perhaps leaving something behind and purging some trauma that you are working with is very important, and this energy would help you with that. And I chose Judgment because this is an energy of being very real, of really looking at all the different parts of you and being able to move to the next level, as in moving through the different vibrations, the different dimensions in a very real and tangible way. And Judgment is actually a very important card because this is the ability to see all the different parts of you, see what you don't want, and move to a higher vibration by leaving that what you don't want behind, purging it, healing it. So medicine man or woman, very interesting and very different energy or spiritual practice than angels. So if you chose High Priestess or Priest, again, it's very different. This is a very magical, alchemical energy. This is using the power of magic. And what is magic? Magic is manifestation. So going into the practice of manifestation is very important for you. That's what I feel. Doing everything that has to do with activating your law of attraction, doing your manifestation process, getting real in your manifestation process, high alchemy, also working with the stars, working with astrology, working with tangible things as well, a little bit more in the direction of the medicine man instead of the angels. So the high priest or high priestess also knows how to use the elements and how to work with animals, nature, and specifically with moon energy. So that is what would benefit you. So let's get deeper into that. I chose Alchemist. Okay, so the Alchemist, the light attributes transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So the Alchemist is able to manifest and transform things. And I feel that if you chose this at this point in time in your life, maybe you really need to step into a higher level, step onto a new platform in your life, because the transformation and law of attraction, all that, we usually activate that when we want to step into a new career, when we want to really know about our life purpose, when we just want to change something in our life that has to do with our purpose. So I feel there's something that you have to do, and this would really benefit you, the energy of the High Priestess. Now the misuse, the shadow side, misuse of power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. Obviously, it's a different form of manipulation. This is using your manifestation against your higher divine self. So if you want to manifest something and you're coming from a place of ego, for example, that is negative. That's the shadow of it, because it's not going to work as well. And obviously misusing your information to harm others. I mean, we don't have to talk about that. That is obvious, right? But I feel that with this card, when you're doing your manifestation process, when you're trying to move on to the next level, it's really, really important that you are aligned with your purpose, that you're aligned with your soul, so you don't try to create something which in the end will just not work for you and is not good for you. So that's the detail of the High Priestess. And let's look what we have here. Oh yes. I chose the Magician and the World, because the Magician, again, is the powerful manifester. This is the instant manifester. This is someone who does not even have to work with a three-dimensionality that much. The Magician can manifest instantly. We, of course, cannot manifest instantly, but the Magician is telling us to believe in the magic and to not get so stuck in the physical problems that you see around you that you feel that you cannot manifest. So a little more magic in your life, a little more magical belief is very important. That's what I found from this one. And of course, the confidence. Okay, I feel that if you chose this one, you need more confidence, more I am. This is the I am card. More I am power, being strong and sure about who you are. Remember, you're a divine soul living this human experience, and the Magician helps you remember that. I chose the World also because the High Priestess or priest knows how to work with all the different elements as well, a little bit like the shaman, like the medicine man or woman. So using all the elements at your disposal to create magic. This is a very magical card. This is like jumping through the hoop. This is coming through. This is things coming together for you. And this card always reminds me of understanding what your higher purpose is, what your soul purpose is, and really believing and knowing that you can get there, that you can jump through that hoop, that you can, pop through that magical bubble. Okay, so that is again very, very different. Okay, so I hope that has helped you a little bit with your spiritual path. And remember, it is for this cycle in your life, whether it be a month, a year, or 2 years, or 10 years. So maybe explore these different ways of spiritual working, of working with spirit to reach the goal that you want at this time in your life. Okay, thank you so much. And I wish you happy manifesting. Natasha, the Cosmic Empress, saying bye-bye for now.